SageMaster as a platform for your legal practice. So how it works is you go to SageMaster.ai, that's it right here, and try it for free. You can create an account for free and you can see the pricing there. So I'm just going to log in with my current account and you can see how it works. So first thing I do is log in. Now I'm in. So the first thing you see on the left hand side is the documents, and here you can create the documents from 3 sources. One of them is that you can upload a document. It can be a case file, a law file, a judgment, whatever it is. Then you can upload from a photo and then also from a website. So I'm going to demonstrate all 3. For a start, let's say we have this case. I'm just going to pick up a file right here. I have the Supreme Court judgments for 2013. I have this file, which is R versus SS. It's a case file, a judgment of the Supreme Court. So I can put this as R versus SS, Supreme Court of Canada. And you just train it. So all you do is that the AI learns everything on your document and it's done. And you can go to the chatbot right here. And now you can ask it to summarize the content of this document. In this case, it's the case that you can see. So it's building out that summary for you. And the great part is that it also speaks. So it can talk to you. You can listen.
Here is a concise summary. The Supreme Court of Canada allowed the appeal and...
So if I can ask it who were the dissenting judges, if any. This is an example, and then it will tell you based on information. There's no specific mention about judges, dissenting judges or their names, and you can get that detailed info. So this is like a case file from CanLil. Typically, you have to go read up the entire thing, but right here, I can interact easily. And the great part is that it also supports multiple languages. So I can move into a language. For example, if I am Turkish or Japanese, for example, I can come in here and get the same summary in Japanese spoken as well. So this is also great for lawyers and law firms. So you have an international lawyer who's here. You can actually work with this. Works pretty well. Now I'm going to show you the next feature, which is actually taking a photo of a written note or creating from photos. So here I have a bunch of photos. I'm just going to show you one of them. You can see this is a photo of my note, my written note. I can select multiple of them, in fact. And I had these photos here. Okay, sorry, that's the wrong one. It's supposed to be create from photos. So I can go in here, go into my photos, and I can select this one and this one and this one. And I can call this, say, written court notes, something like that. And I just train the AI on this. So it's going to learn everything in that. It doesn't matter if it's handwritten. It doesn't matter how bad your handwriting is. It does the work by pulling all that information and putting that in the AI's memory. So now you can come in here and you can tell it, let me see if I can tell this thing to just tell me about these documents. So now it's going to interact with me and it will tell you it's a page format textbook, and it's breaking down everything. Remember, there were 3 different documents in there. So it's pulling everything down, breaking it up, and you can see the beauty of all of that. So I have my AI model doing all the interpretation and all the information extraction for me. Now, the next feature that I would like to show you is the library. This is one of the coolest features of SageMaster. The library itself is a collection of publicly available documents related to the legal practice and other sectors. So, like for example, we have a bunch of Supreme Court cases from 2012. So we've curated those cases. Like for example, in 2012, you have these other cases that you have here. I can move to a different year, 2021, 22, 23, like that. So now let's assume that this case is what we're researching. I can either go to CanLil and download this, or I can come in here and to tell you about this case or summarize what this is. And in a way, it will now do its interaction. So it tells you the kind of decision, in the case of composers. You can send some sort of music. You society and all of that. And it gives you very detailed information. So this can save you a ton of time regarding preparing for your cases and reviews. Now, the next feature I will show you is called Smart Transcribe. Now, imagine that you have a meeting with a client. You just record the meeting, upload it here. The AI transcribes it for you, and it turns it into an AI. You can chat with the transcription. This is a very handy feature. It works really well, and you can try it out yourself. Then you have the question maker. Question maker is a feature I love using. So, like now, I can go in here. Let's assume I'm preparing for court or I'm preparing for a particular case. I come in here and oh, great, this is this file. So this is the court file. I can say, okay, generate me 5 multiple choice questions from this document. So I can do open-ended or multiple choice. So let's see what it does. So it's going to read the whole thing, and boom, the questions are coming out. So when was the appeal heard in this particular case? Gives you the options and you see the right answer. So when you're prepping you're going out for, it could be a knowledge, anything, it could be a meeting, it could be that. This can help prepare you excellently well for stuff like that. So please take advantage of the question maker. Then the last but not the least is Bob the Analyst. Now, Bob the Analyst is a feature that everyone should use. It works with spreadsheets. It works with spreadsheets. It works with a bunch of CSVs. I'm going to show you something. So I have this particular CSV file, which is like the list of all immigration to Canada since 1980. I'll quickly show you what it looks like. This is what the data looks like. You can see the different countries here and country of citizenship and this and that. So rather than typically I have to come to Excel and write formulas and do all that kind of stuff, I can run analysis instantly and just ask Bob the Analyst. So I can say which country had the highest level of immigration. So Canada in 1983, for example. I just run the analysis and it's going to analyze the data for me. And in a couple of minutes, I will have the answers here. So I'll just tell you, go grab a coffee, just relax. And in a minute or two, you will see the answer or you will see the data analyzed for you. So what this does is that you do not need to know formulas, you do not need to know a whole bunch of calculations in Excel. It takes away all of that stress for you. And the great part is that it even it's connected to the internet, so it works with real life data. So I can ask it, what is the price of Bitcoin today? So you can see, wow, the country with the highest level in Nigeria was stateless. So you can see, let's see what stateless is. So it means in 1983, more people who were stateless, like maybe people who claim asylum, they were the ones with the highest level of immigration in that data set. So I can say in total, which country has the highest level of immigration into Canada? So let's run the analysis and we can go into that, pull that. Yep, so analysis is doing its work, and you can see in plain English, I can get information that I want. It's coming, and you will see it shortly. And yeah, once it's done with the analysis, you will see the country with the highest level of immigration based on the entire data set, which is from 1983. They involved the analyst to give me the top 5 countries with the highest level of immigration to Canada in 1999 and do a plot. So what you see right here, you can see this is a plot that you see right here. And you have the plot in 2 formats. You have them in what they call the plotly and the pie plot. So you can export this, you can save this information, you can download it as a PNG and all of that. Yeah, so these are some really cool features in SageMaster that you can use, and it helps you with your work. If you work with numbers, give it a try. Thank you.